Welcome to the Full Court Entertainment Podcast, and this is another reaction from Game 6 of the Denver Nuggets and the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Denver Nuggets won 119 to 107 to force a Game 7. Now, let's get into the game. First off, I want to give Julian Strawther the credit he deserves. The man came in the game, really wasn't doing anything. Like, he wasn't giving you absolutely nothing because his defense wasn't really good, wasn't hitting his shots. And David Adelman, put him in the game. And Julian Strawther on the bench in 20 minutes gave you 15 points, 4 for 8, 3 for 4 from three. I thought he played great. I thought he played really good for the minutes that he gave the Denver Nuggets. And I feel like without him, they probably don't win this game. If we're being honest, they probably don't win this game. Yes, you had a Nikola Jokic good game, 9 for 14 for 29 points, 14 rebounds, 8 assists. I thought Jokic played really good. Jamal Murray comes into this game very sick, you know, and he had his flu game. But I thought Jamal Murray played pretty decent. 9 for 19 for 25 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists. I thought he played really good for the Denver Nuggets. And Christian Braun, early on in the game, he was hitting his threes, getting to the rim, cutting. He did all that. He had 23 points and also rebounded the ball really well with 11 rebounds. I thought he played really good for what he did. Like, it was really the role players in this game that stepped up. Aaron Gordon didn't have the best. Aaron Gordon didn't have a good game. He only gave you 5 points, but I felt like the others stepped it up. Russell Westbrook really wasn't giving you anything, but it didn't matter because Julian Strawther comes into this game playing really good off the bench. And I think you can honestly say for the first time this postseason, like, Jokic didn't have a masterclass game, but I felt like he had a really good game, and the role players stepped it up with him. Because usually it was always Nikola Jokic has a masterclass, and then nobody on the bench, not on the bench, but none of the other guys did anything, or the other guys actually played pretty decent, but Nikola Jokic didn't play good. So I felt like this game that they actually both did their job. Nikola Jokic had a really good game, and the others played good. Out rebounded the Nuggets 52 to 40. Uh, Around the same field goal percentage. Honestly, you can honestly say it was the free throws. The Nuggets shot 27. No, the Nuggets shot 32, hit 27, and the Thunder only attempted 16. You could say that was the difference in the game. But honestly, though, I just think the Nuggets wanted it more. I really think the Nuggets wanted it more. And you can honestly say there was some pressure on OKC to win this game and close it out on the road. Like, they never been in this spotlight with this group. This is a very young group. None of these guys really have a lot of playoff experience outside of really Alex Caruso. So to put for a young team like the OKC Thunder, you basically win a close game at home in game 5, and then you have to come on the road in Denver, a hostile territory, and try to close it out. It's kind of hard for teams to have closeout games on the road. So I thought the Nuggets played really good this game, and I am worried about Aaron Gordon. It looks like he tweaked his hamstring a little bit, and we all know them hamstring injuries. We just saw it with Steph Curry. Steph Curry hurt his hamstring, never came back in the series. And if somehow the Denver Nuggets do advance past OKC, they need him against the Minnesota Timberwolves. So I am kind of concerned with Aaron Gordon's hamstring injury. Like, they're tricky. They're tricky. You don't know how they are. One day it can feel good, and the next it'll hurt bad. But the only good thing about this is they finally have 2 days off, because I feel like all the other games, it was just every other game. And with a team that's older, like the Denver Nuggets, you need as much rest as you can. And I felt like me and my co-host always talked about it, like, Jokic looks tired out there, and then we say he has to do everything for the team, and you're asserting this much energy. You need as much rest as you can. That's why teams need to kind of take care of business early, because I feel like rest matters, bro. Rest matters. They talk about these other team that's getting rest, and now look at the Timberwolves beat the Warriors in 5, and then they looking at they looking at the Nuggets like, yeah, keep extending the series, yeah, keep fighting, keep extending the series. So the Nuggets, they get 2 days rest to face the OKC Thunder in game 7 on their home floor. Now let's get in with the Thunder. I think Shea had a good game. I think this was probably one of Shea's most efficient games not this postseason, but this series alone. Shea had 32 points, 11 for 16, 8 for 11 from free throw line. He did have 6 assists. I thought he was really good. I really thought he was really good. And Lou Dort, he was okay. He only played 21 minutes. He honestly, one of his biggest shots was the 3-pointer at the end of the second quarter to go into halftime to go up by 3. But I'm gonna say it again, and I'm gonna keep preaching it until I see something different. If J-Dub and Chet don't play good, the Thunder will not win this series. Chet actually played pretty decent. I thought Chet played decent. He had 19 points, 11 rebounds, 8 for 14 from the field. Now, it's 3-point, whatever. He didn't shoot good from 3. But J-Dub, Jesus Christ. This man, Jalen Williams, he don't even deserve to get his nickname. He just deserved Jalen Williams, bro. J-Dub has not been good. He hasn't, bro. In this series alone, J-Dub is only giving you 16 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. He's shooting 33% from the field. He's not playing good at all. He's playing terrible. The only good game he gave you was game 3. Game 3. 32 points. And they lost that game. The only reason they lost that game is because Shea didn't show up. But outside that, he's only giving you 16 points, 5 for 20, 17 points, 6 for 11, 10 points, 2 for 13, 18 points, 5 for 14. And then yesterday, 6 points for 3 for 16. That's terrible. He has played bad. He's played terrible this series. And I wanna say, man, will J-Dub step it up in the game 7? A team that's not been there before. Like, this is gonna be their first game 7 as a group. Cause last year they faced the Pelicans in the first round. They weren't nothing, so you didn't have to face them. They faced the Mavericks and lost a game 6 on the road. Here we are again. You faced the Grizzlies. They weren't nothing. Now you facing the Denver Nuggets, an experienced team who has gone through multiple game 7s. Now, the pressure I feel like is on the OKC Thunder. I feel like the Nuggets is going in there with no pressure, really. You know, a lot of people didn't even expect y'all to win the series. Now, y'all go in there fresh off a really good game from Nikola Jokic, a flu game from Jamal Murray, and a good game from all the role players. Y'all coming in there with no type of pressure. But the Thunder, a team that won damn near 68 games, have one of the best defenses ever, statistic wise. And you guys probably should have lost these other games, but the Nuggets have folded. So now it's pressure on y'all to step it up. Shea needs a masterclass game. He needs one. I think J-Dub needs to just have a really good game. He has given you a lot of stinkers. He is the reason why they lost in game 6. If he just plays decent, they most likely win this game, but he doesn't play good at all. He doesn't play good. Like I said, he's only giving you 16 points this playoff series. I feel like Isaiah Hartenstein, he's doing enough, but foul trouble, really. Shea was in foul trouble. I think that did hurt them. I think when Shea was in foul trouble majority in that first half, it kind of hurt them, especially he's just getting like a lot of dumb fouls. 4 fouls in the first half is just crazy to me. They're really not getting anything from the bench outside of really Alex Caruso and some occasion Wallace. I feel like Aaron Wiggins should play more. Isaiah Joe doesn't play at all because his defense is a liability. He can shoot really good, but his defense sucks. And also, I want to give some credit to Michael Porter Jr. I think he played better this game than the last couple of games because last game we talked about it yesterday. He only had like 5 points combined. He had 10 today. He can only do so much with the messed up shoulder. But he is out there just doing enough for his team. But since Julius Schroeder played good, you didn't need Michael Porter Jr. to be out here giving you a bunch of nothing. And I'm glad that he got it. And I'm just glad everybody just played their role on the different nuggets. Like I thought Peyton Watson played, I thought he played good defense. I thought he played good defense. I thought he took a lot of threes, and I was like, that's not your game, brother. You shooting these threes is not your game. That's just not what you're doing. They'll live with that. But give credit to the Denver Nuggets for forcing the game seven. You know, we love the two words game seven. That's what we want. That's what we want to see. But I just need better games from the role players on the Thunder. I need a Chet, J Dub, and Shea game. I need all three to play good. If they all three play good, I think they can win. I think they can win in game seven on their home court. That place is going to be rocking in game seven. Who knows when the last time they had a game seven in the playoffs? So that place is going to be rocking. They have one of the best home courts in the league. And the Denver Nuggets, they've been here before. They've been here multiple times. What was the stat there? This is their game seven together as a group. So, and they're like 4-2 in game sevens. I know they lost last year with the Timberwolves and they lost against the Blazers some years ago, but they've been here before. They have the experience in game seven, so they know what it's going to be like. They know they got to step it up. So if you had to ask me right now at basically 6 a.m., who is going to win game seven? It's kind of hard because I don't know what the hamstring injury to Aaron Gordon, how limited he would be, but I'm going to say I think the Denver Nuggets pull out a game seven. I feel like the spirits comes in play, and I feel like for some reason we're not going to get a good J-Dub game. So I got the Denver Nuggets winning game seven on the road and advance to the Western Conference Finals against the Minnesota Timberwolves. But I just hope we just get a good game. That's all I hope for. I hope we get a good game, no blowouts. But that's it for this reaction of the Denver Nuggets and the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Denver Nuggets force a game six with a 119-107 victory over the OKC Thunder. And I will probably see you guys tomorrow to give a reaction to the Boston Celtics and the New York Knicks. So I'll see you guys next time. See y'all later.